life is an experiment.
Life is a journey without a map.
Live a life you can identify to.
What we do in life echoes in eternity.
The meaning of life is discovering its meaning.
Whoever has the courage to live is the master of the world.
What is the nature of life? That's the real question.
Stop thinking about life and start living.
Whoever changes his life changes the whole world.
Life is Oki, it's man who is not.
An unexamined life is not worth living.
The main task of a man's life is to give birth to himself.
In life, he risks the most, who risks the least.
Life is a journey, and travelers live twice.
My religion is to live and die without regrets.
Life is either a daring adventure or nothing at all.
Man was born to live, not to prepare to live.
Today is the first day of the rest of your life.
Men, in earning a living, forget to live.
Life is not a problem to be solved, but a mystery to be lived.
I regret nothing about my life, except for what I have not done.
I never go to fortune tellers. I let life surprise me every day.
It's not the years in your life that count. It's the life in your years.
Life itself is necessary, self-explanatory, and complete.
Life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others?
This is the secret to a long life: eat half, walk twice, laugh triple, and love without measure.
When you are in harmony with life, you will do everything at the right time.
In life as on the tram, when you sit down, you are at the end of the line.
In life, half of the failures come from holding one's horse when it is about to jump.
Being alive requires far more effort than just breathing.
The tragedy in life isn't that it ends too soon, it's that we wait too long to begin.
Life is a tragedy when seen in close-up, but comedy in long shot.
There is only one kind of success, that of doing of your life what you wish.
The wise know that life is but a flame, shaken by a violent wind.
Life is what happens to you while you're busy making other plans.
I learned that a life is worth nothing, and nothing is worth a life.
Many study how to prolong life, when they should rather broaden it.
Do not take life too seriously. In any case, you will never get out of it alive.
Life is not yours, and can be taken from you at any moment. Reflect on this.
We do not enter this world, we blossom like flowers from a tree.
Life is like a bridge. Cross it, but never build a house on it.
Life has not conquered the planet through combat, but by creating a living network.
Better to be the protagonist of your own tragedy than a spectator of your own life.
I gave my life to become the person I am. Was it worth it?
Men are more attracted to the prospect of surviving than improving the quality of their lives.
Only the poor can grasp the meaning of life, the rich can only guess at it. Is it I who breathe, or is the breath flowing in me and making me alive?
What could be worse than having a life to live and wasting it killing people or scheming to get rich?
Life is not about how to survive the storm, but about how to dance in the rain.
Think of the beauty enclosed in flowers, the light enclosed in the sun, the life that shines in the eyes of all.
The fact that we have never been contacted by any other intelligent life forms in the universe is proof that they exist.
Stand through life, firm as a rock in the sea, undisturbed and unmoved by its ever-rising waves.
In exchange for what imagination allows us to desire, life gives us something we were far from imagining.
If you are ready to risk your entire life, you will take it back new, clean, and you will be truly free, forever.
The difference between merely existing and living fully is as great as the difference between dying and living.
Life is like a game of cards. It's not the cards we hold that count, but how we choose to play them.
Attention is life, distraction is death. He who is vigilant never stops, he who is distracted is already dead.
The wise know that reality does not die, and that life is a mere illusion, a dream in perpetual transformation.
The two most important days in your life are the day you are born and the day you find out why.
The proper function of man is to live, not to exist. I shall not waste my days trying to prolong them. I will make use of my time.
For billions of years, you did not exist, and for other billions of years you will not be on this planet. You have a few years of free leave. Go wild before returning to the eternal sleep.
Live in such a way that you never have to be ashamed if anything you have ever done or said is published all over the world, and even if what is published is not true.
The most astonishing thing about life is that man sees death reap countless lives around him, but never thinks that death will come for him too.
Life in the everyday world can become infinitely rich and mysterious. To access its wonders, a good dose of love and detachment is needed.
The only thing we can control is how we choose to live. We can be a bubble floating on a river, dodging rocks and in perfect harmony. Then life becomes wonderful.
We have not a little time, but much of it we lose. A sufficiently long life was given to us in abundance, to accomplish the greatest deeds, if most of it were well allocated to fruition.
If men observed only reality, and did not allow themselves to be deceived by the mind, then life, to compare it to what is known, would be similar to a fairy tale, to the entertainments of the 1001 Nights.
Life is full of gifts, for those who dare to ask. The common man, however, has accustomed himself to accept his miserable condition as something normal, or even necessary, or positive.
It is we who create our environmental conditions. How can we complain about the life that we have created for ourselves? Who is to blame, who is to praise if not ourselves? Who can change it whenever they wish, if not us?
I expect to go through life only once. Therefore, if I can show a little kindness, or do some good for some human being, I must do it now, without postponing or neglecting it, because I will never pass this way again.